Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE has been on a mission with WrestleMania 41 on the horizon. Triple H has been pulling out all the stops, delivering shocking twists, betrayals, and surprises at every turn. But with 3 weeks still to go before the show of shows, there could be some breakups on the way. In the past year, a number of factions and teams have hit rough patches. From teams like the Bloodline to the Judgment Day, tensions have been running high. A breakup could add a new chapter to these groups' sagas and make the grandest stage of them all even more exciting in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at 4 WWE teams that may break up by WrestleMania 41. The Judgment Day has been experiencing an internal rift for the past few months. Dominic Mysterio has been spotted giving Finn Balor a stern look for his bossy behavior. Additionally, the Prince has often refused Mysterio's proposal to bring in a new member. Well, it does give the latter a credible reason for a betrayal. Moreover, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are doing their own thing as the women's tag team champions in WWE. Meanwhile, Carlito has had little to no role in the faction since joining. Plus, with Balor's constant failures, WWE has been teasing that he is losing his respect within the faction. This could lead to him getting kicked out, possibly bringing an end to the Judgment Day. A Town Down Under has been a solid duo on the main roster, but they have teased a breakup more times than fans can count. While Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have stuck together, they have not made a big impact. Well, it is safe to say that fans have also been wanting to see a Theory turn face for a long time. A split could finally make that happen. Right now, the duo is feuding with Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw. It would not be a surprise if WWE pulled the trigger on their breakup once that's over. Besides, the Unproven One has already been showing some babyface traits in his off-screen appearances, making a turn even more likely. The Bloodline has gone through multiple renditions in the past year. However, it seems like the cracks are visible in the new Bloodline, which is led by Solo Sikoa. Since the Street Champion lost his Eula Fala to Roman Reigns, he has lost the respect of his faction, and that is visible in Jacob Fatu's prominent rise on his own. Where the Samoan werewolf once shouted, "I love you," Solo, he is now questioning Sikoa's abilities. On top of that, Solo accidentally cost Fatu his United States title #1 contenders match against Braun Strowman. It made the 32-year-old angry, making it clear that an implosion is on the horizon. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Alba Fyre have been thriving on SmackDown as an unbreakable trio. However, the hot mess has the Women's United States Championship on her shoulder. It very well makes her a prime target on the roster. When the gold is on the line, anything can happen in WWE. This desire for gold could corrupt Green's secret Hervis as WrestleMania approaches. Notably, Fyre's sudden entry into the Green regime has already raised some eyebrows, and there is a good chance she is just waiting for the perfect moment to stab the 33-year-old champ in the back. It all depends on how Triple H plans things going forward. The upcoming episodes of Raw and SmackDown will shed light on all the answers. Tag teams and factions are the lifeblood of WWE, providing some of the most exhilarating moments in sports entertainment. But if history has taught us anything, it's that no team lasts forever. Friendships dissolve, betrayals occur, and some of the most unforgettable rivalries are born from former allies turning against each other. With WrestleMania 41 looming in the distance, several WWE teams and factions are showing signs of cracks. Some are struggling with internal conflict, while others are reaching their natural expiration date. By the time the grandest stage of them all arrives, these 4 WWE teams may no longer exist. The Judgment Day has dominated WWE for the past couple of years, becoming one of the most dominant factions in the company's history. However, their strength is also their greatest weakness. Too many egos, too many leadership struggles, and too many potential betrayals. Damian Priest currently holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, which could be the spark that ignites the fire of destruction within the group. Historically, MITB winners who are part of a faction tend to cause tension, as the rest of the group either supports or opposes the cash-in attempt. Priest's growing frustration with Finn Balor and his leadership role has already been a point of tension. What happens if he successfully cashes in and becomes world champion? Will Finn step aside, or will he fight for his spot? Additionally, Rhea Ripley is a dominant women's world champion, but her individual success could eventually make her outgrow the group. Ripley doesn't need the Judgment Day as much as they need her, and if the group starts to crack, she might be the first to walk away. Dominic Mysterio, despite his loyalty, could also find himself caught in the crossfire. If the group implodes, he may be forced to choose sides, or worse, become the ultimate victim in a power struggle. By WrestleMania 41, the Judgment Day could be no more, with its members scattered across WWE in their own individual storylines. Damian Priest cashes in and wins the World Heavyweight Championship, causing Finn Balor to turn on him. Gigi McDonough, who has already been the outsider, gets kicked out and seeks revenge. Dominic Mysterio, caught in the middle, tries to keep the group together but fails, leading to an all-out war. The bloodline has been unraveling for the past year, and by WrestleMania 41, the faction may be completely done. Roman Reigns' once untouchable empire is falling apart, and the loss of the Usos has left cracks in the foundation. Solo Sikoa remains a loyal enforcer, but his recent interactions suggest he might be planning something behind Roman's back. With Jimmy Uso back in the fold but seemingly on thin ice, and Paul Heyman growing more anxious by the day, it feels like we're in the final chapter of the bloodline. Roman's absence from weekly WWE programming has only added to the uncertainty. If he loses the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 40 or even before then, what reason does the bloodline have to exist? Without the championship, Roman's power fades, and with it, so does his influence over Solo and Jimmy. Solo Sikoa betrays Roman Reigns, positioning himself as the new tribal chief. Jimmy Uso gets exiled for his continued failures. Paul Heyman abandons ship, possibly siding with a new rising star. Roman, realizing he's lost everything, takes a break from WWE, marking the end of the bloodline. DIY's reunion was a moment of nostalgia for longtime NXT fans, but let's be real, this team has a ticking time bomb attached to it. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa have spent years as both best friends and bitter enemies. Their history is defined by betrayal, and while their current run has been exciting, their individual ambitions may once again get in the way. Ciampa is the perfect underdog who thrives as a lone warrior, and Gargano's skill set makes him a main event caliber star in his own right. While the DIY reunion has been a nice callback, it doesn't feel like a long-term play. Sooner or later, Ciampa's ruthless side may resurface, or Gargano might decide he doesn't need a partner anymore. A miscommunication costs DIY a major tag team match, leading to tensions. Ciampa, frustrated with constantly being overshadowed, blindsides Gargano with a vicious attack. A heated rivalry is reignited, leading to a WrestleMania 41 singles match that could steal the show. DIY's time together is precious, but it's unlikely to last beyond WrestleMania 41. Gunther has been the most dominant Intercontinental Champion in modern history, but his role as the leader of Imperium has always felt like a stepping stone. Gunther is destined for the World Championship picture, and when that moment comes, his faction may no longer be necessary. Imperium, as a unit, relies on the strict discipline and command of Gunther. However, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci haven't had the same level of success as their leader. Tension has already been teased, particularly with Vinci constantly being on the receiving end of Kaiser's scoldings. If Gunther feels that his group is no longer operating at the level he demands, he may cut ties altogether. Additionally, Gunther's rise to world champion status might require him to distance himself from the group. His dominance as a singles competitor speaks for itself, and the idea of him leading a faction while chasing or holding a world title could feel redundant. Gunther decides Imperium has run its course and dissolves the group. Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci turn on each other in a desperate bid to remain relevant. Gunther moves on to bigger things, leaving his former teammates behind. By WrestleMania 41, Imperium might be nothing more than a memory. Tag teams and factions in WWE are always in a state of flux, and while these teams have been crucial to WWE's landscape, their expiration dates are approaching. Whether it's power struggles, betrayals, or natural evolution, the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, DIY, and Imperium all seem destined to split before WrestleMania 41. While it's always sad to see great teams break up, WWE thrives on chaos. And with every split comes new rivalries, new storylines, and new opportunities for superstars to shine. One thing's for sure, by the time WrestleMania 41 arrives, WWE will look very different than it does today.